Welcome to Mountain Fun Life. I'm your host, Chris Roberts. I'm rolling solo today. Savannah is getting shots for school, for nursing school. But I have here to my left, that's my left, right? Yep, that's my left, Amanda Marr from the Sevierville Chamber of Commerce. How are you?
I'm doing great.
Good to see you again. Yep, she was
Glad to be
here.
back.
You were here about 4 weeks ago.
Yeah.
We've had a lot happen since then.
We really have.
Yeah. So we had a little chat earlier. Last time you were on here, we talked about Silky Mountains and how great that was. Since I've got a season pass as well. My family's been there. It was a great time. Really awesome location.
Yeah, it is a fantastic water park. And they're still going through the end of September on the weekends.
Yeah,
so
that's great.
You still got a few more chances to go and ride those water slides.
That's right. You buy a season pass, it goes for next year also,
which
is a great deal. That's why we bought ours, because I was like, oh, sweet, we'll get it next year too.
It's perfect.
Yeah. So they have really great activities for little kids there.
They do. I've got a 10-year-old and a 5-year-old, and they love not only the Coyote Springs area where they've got like what look like big deal water slides, but they're scaled down for the little kids.
That's the coolest thing.
Yeah. Well, it's awesome because it lets them feel like they're doing something really big, and hey, this looks just like the slide that my big brother or sister has been on. So,
I thought it was great.
Yeah, so they love that. And then I tell you, another area that they absolutely love is the swimming pool. There's just like a real swimming pool there. We found it. We went like 4 times before we found that.
We've been
so
there.
much.
We've been there 3 times, and we ended up at the swimming pool all at the end each time.
I love.
And they had that little, the 1 foot section where you can sit in a chair and there's water there, and it was super nice.
It's awesome.
I was really happy about that. My parents are here this week, so I had a great time. I did all kinds of activities here in town. We went to Anakista, saw Willow. Last week we did part of the game was Willow was my Where's Chris game.
Oh, very
so
cool.
Yeah, we went and got a picture there, saw that. That was fun. Yeah, we did all kinds of stuff.
Yeah, I have not been up to Anakista since it opened.
Yeah.
And I am ashamed to say that because I have friends that work there, and I need to go. Especially in the fall, it is so beautiful there. Yep. Great views.
They've got it all dressed up for fall, and all their new activities are there. All the towers there, and that's an amazing tower. All wood structure that goes up, and then all this steel. That's awesome. Yeah, so it was a really good time there. Went to Parrot Mountain. I've never been to Parrot Mountain before.
So cool.
That was tons of fun.
Yeah.
A little oasis up there in the sky. Yeah, it was nice. So we did all kinds of stuff.
Do you make any bird friends while you were there?
We did get a picture with all the birds, on us, but for the most part, we just kind of watched the birds.
That's so fun.
Yeah, it was tons of fun. I can't believe I've never been up there.
Well, I tell you, there are a lot of places in town, and really, as a resident, I know you've been here 15 years, I've been here all my life, and it just trying to get around and do everything is almost impossible.
I have a 9-year-old and 2-year-old, and it was perfect. Both of them loved all of it. So it was in all ages, great time.
So many activities. Have you been to Rainforest Adventures yet?
No, but my
you need to go.
My wife and kids did go there. Yeah. I have pictures of them there.
Feeding the goats.
Yeah, feeding the goats and everything. So, it was a great time.
Love it.
Did you do anything interesting over the last couple weeks?
Actually, we're doing some virtual learning, and then we have a child who is going to school, but our little girl that's doing the virtual kindergarten, we told her she could have some classroom pets.
Yep.
And so my husband and I were pulling for a fish tank, but she wanted hermit crabs.
Yep.
So we have gone down the hermit crab road, and I'll tell you, I went from when I went to learn about hermit crabs, and I'm just thinking a little plastic bucket. I've been to the beach, I've got my hermit crabs, and that's what I want to do again.
Yeah.
I went to the pet store, and they started explaining to me exactly how I needed to care for my hermit crabs, and that they liked hamster wheels and climbing structures and fresh water and salt water and fresh fruits and vegetables, and I'm just thinking, a
hermit crab's life has really advanced from when I had hermit crabs.
Well, me too. So, we went and we got hermit crabs. We did not get them at the pet store because I thought I don't want to be guilted about this. I just want some crabs. They'll just make it as long as they make it. And so we went and got some hermit crabs, brought them home, started looking at them and thought, they need more.
Yeah.
So we moved them into a slightly larger tank.
Yep.
And set them up with their 6 inches of substrate, and we got them the fresh water and the salt water, and I built them a little climbing structure, and then we thought, it's kind of tight. So we got the next level up.
Yep, that's how it starts.
Fish tank. And so in about 3 weeks, I'm about $100 in.
Yeah.
And these crabs are living in the Taj Mahal of hermit crab homes. So
the day of a hermit crab living in a little tiny plastic bin are over.
It did not take long to convert me. I love my little hermit crabs now. They're funny.
Well, let's play Where's Chris?
Ooh, okay.
All right. Go ahead, Hannah. Let's run it. See my little graphic?
Nice. I like that.
That's cool, huh?
Yeah.
I made that. Cut stuff out and everything. All right, so over here I have a picture for you, and I have some facts.
All right.
So, you know what that is?
I think maybe.
I think you might, because I did not blur out enough as I look at it. But I'll throw up some facts as you can try and guess. So, this opened in August of 2002.
Okay.
It is open year-round. It is called A Piece of Heaven on Earth. Okay, now I'll give you another example here.
Okay.
Where's the arrow button?
There. Okay.
Well, that's
a little bit
all
more.
right.
A
Okay,
bit
so
more.
let me give you one more fact about this. It has the Garden of Eden there.
Okay.
It is a 4-acre garden.
That's huge.
I've got one more stat here, and then you can guess.
Okay.
And it was originally provided. Oh, actually, you know what? Do you have a guess?
I
suspect you do.
I do have a guess, but do you want to finish your?
No, because after you guess, then I'll give my rest of my facts.
Because I think that you went to Parrot Mountain.
Yes, that is Parrot Mountain.
I love Parrot Mountain. Beautiful.
So, that's Parrot Mountain. There we go. There we go. It's amazing. You can stand there right in front of these guys, and they look right at you. Some of them talk. I mean, it was really a great time. Yeah.
That is really cool.
Yeah. Parrot Mountain, here's some other facts. It was provided initially to provide shelter for neglected and abused birds. Yeah. So when you go in there, like once you get started, you go through, you see some birds, and then there's a section where you can actually hold the birds or feed them. And there must be 100 birds there that you can just pick from to feed.
That is awesome.
Yeah, it's pretty awesome.
It's a good mission and an incredible attraction.
Yeah, I thought that was great. Let me see if I have anything else written here. Oh, you feed the birds by hand, and you can get a picture. And I thought that was great.
Did you get a picture?
Oh yeah, my whole family got a picture.
Are you going to share it with us?
Yeah, no, I didn't bring it.
You need to send it so they can put it up on
Maybe
the
next week. I know. I thought about it. And then it was raining this morning, so it made life even harder. So yeah. But there you go. That's our game. It's Parrot Mountain. So
very nice.
Let's go take a quick commercial break. I think we're going to try Eric DeBell's magician commercial this time. Ooh. So we'll be back.
This show was awesome!
Just finished the show Possibilities. Amazing.
Oh my gosh, definitely check it out.
Great show! Definitely a 5-star rating.
We're looking forward to an amazing year, and we cannot wait to see you at the show.
Parrot Mountain. This attraction has it all, whether you're 2 years old or 90 years young, with hundreds of beautiful tropical birds and thousands of flowers, plants, and trees. Folks who visited our park have said, "I've never seen this many birds in one place. This must be what the Garden of Eden was like. The most beautiful and peaceful place I have ever been. These gardens rival the best value in the Smokies. You'll want to visit Parrot Mountain and Gardens. Call or visit us online. We'll see you there."
Right the board!
Welcome back. Here we are. I'm here with Amanda Marr from Sevierville Chamber of Commerce. We have a lot of activities going on here this month. The month of September is super popular, just like November and October for fall events. So here we go. Let's see if we can get your Facebook page up here.
All right, we're going to go with Facebook, or we want to look at our website here?
No, whatever you want to. What do you think's best?
Let's jump over here because we have got, oh my gosh, so many amazing fall events that we have got happening this year. And one of the things, I think we talked a little bit before about our driving tours.
Mm-hmm. I wrote some of those down here, actually.
So we have got 4 different fall driving tours.
I have them written here. There's the Douglas Lake one.
Mm-hmm.
So
that's the new one.
Yep, that's the new one. I see there's a Boyd's Creek one.
Yep.
And then there's Middle Prong.
The Middle Prong.
Where's that one at? I'm not sure where that's at.
It follows the middle prong of the Little Pigeon River. So it goes down Highway 416.
Okay.
You'll pass by Walter State.
I know where you're at.
You'll head out toward Pittman Center area.
I know where you're at.
So it's really cool. But the thing that's neat about these tours, we started them several years ago with our goal being that we would provide an alternative route to enjoy fall color. Mm-hmm. Because, you know, sometimes our guests would say, I love the fall leaves, I want to come. But there's so many people, and I just don't want to get in the crowd, and I don't want to be, you know, in the national park.
Cades Cove does get busy.
Exactly.
I mean, it does get busy.
They don't want to be in the national park trying to see the same view that 300 other people are trying to see at the same time. So, you know, we wanted to offer some back road trips.
Yep.
There's self-guided fall driving tours, point out historical points of interest along the way.
That's a great idea.
And kind of explaining all of that. So, actually, if you go to visitsevierville.com/fall, you'll find all 4 of our fall driving tours there. And there's information about all of the historical sites that you're going to see. There's a map that you can follow. So it's a really, really cool way to kind of enjoy fall. And then this year, it really works well because, you know, a lot of our guests that are coming are trying to find some socially distanced activities that they can do, ways that they can feel safe. And I mean, this is in your vehicle, riding around, enjoying
and
these
really,
things.
you can take these, if you're heading in here and you're like, oh, we don't want to sit in the traffic. Try one of these because you're going to get there just as fast.
Yeah,
to be honest with you.
absolutely.
Whether you're
And-
sitting in the traffic or you're taking all the back roads.
And enjoy
you know.
yourself along the way because, you know, the thing with this is there are so many points of interest that people are not aware of. We had a Civil War battle in Sevierville, Rose Glen, that was just, you know, one of the largest Civil War battles that took place in this area. And so, you know, you can learn about that. You can go out to Douglas Dam and learn about building of the dam. You know, it was built in record time because it was part of the war effort in World War II. So, you know, just really, really interesting things like that that you may not have heard of before. So we're very excited about those. And then we've got a lot of great events coming up too.
I wrote some of those down also.
Yeah.
The Harvest Festival, the September 22nd to November 6th.
Yep.
That's always a really good one.
So that is where we've got fall decorations that are all over town. And we'll actually have, later this week, we will have up a fall driving tour map as well that shows you where all of the decorations are throughout town, because you know all the businesses in Sevierville, Pigeon Forge, and Gatlinburg are going to do their pumpkins and their hay bales and all of that. People love to go around and look at that, get your picture made in front of it. So that's a really fun thing, and that happens September 22nd to November 6th. But then a lot of really cool events take place within that time frame as well that you can really enjoy the harvest.
This is a great time of the year here. It really is. In fact, it almost seems like it's everybody's favorite time here.
Yeah, well, you know, it's nice and cool. It's beautiful. Not that it's not always beautiful, but I think fall's my favorite. It's particularly beautiful. So.
I like summer, but you know, but fall's pretty good. You know,
summer's cool, but fall is pretty.
Yeah.
So, but we've got, if you just go to visitsevierville.com, you can find all of the fall information that.
I saw we had like the Robert Torino Gallery. That's the one right on 66.
Yes.
That's the October 2nd to October 4th. My family will always go to that.
That's so neat because it's at his gallery, which is in a historic farmhouse. And he is going to unveil his latest fall print.
Oh, really?
In addition to having lots of different crafters there, there'll be some other artists. There'll be like a little pumpkin patch for the kids.
There are great artists there.
Oh,
that's a cool little festival to go and just like to window shop.
It's awesome. You usually have some musicians there playing, so a really, really fun way to get in the fall
I hope
season.
the weather's good for everything because it's been great all summer. You know,
it really has.
It really has. It's been beautiful all summer. So I'm really hoping all the fall festivals, you know, and it looks like everybody's pushing fall really good around here too.
I tell you know, and I noticed something in the last couple days that you may have noticed as well, but I'm starting to see some color in the trees.
We have a few. We picked one up off our patio the other day and it was yellow, and I thought, well, that's pretty early.
Yeah. You know, I'm excited because usually we're mid-October to mid-November on peak color. It may hit a little bit earlier.
How did that work anyway? Like, I feel like I've always tried to figure out, do you get more color if it rains a lot in the summer?
I think you're looking for a good wet summer and into fall, and then a cold snap early, which this weekend's supposed to be kind of cool.
Oh, is it?
So, you know, we could be working our way towards pushing those leaves a little bit sooner.
Yeah. It feels like it was late last year, wasn't it?
Yeah, it feels like it was late last year, and honestly, just the last few years, it's just not been as bright and vivid.
No, I agree with you.
Because
it kind of like, it's right at the end of the season more where they're just getting ready to go to winter, as opposed to being like, ta-da!
Yeah, that's what I've noticed too. So I've got faith that this year is going to be bright, brilliant, and early.
Yeah. I noticed town is, still pretty busy this week.
It really is.
And we're supposed to be like in the slow part of our season.
Yeah.
So, we have got a lot of tourists still coming in.
Well, I think a lot of that has to do with, people who are doing like, I know you're also doing some virtual learning, and I think there are a lot of people who are working from
Yep.
home and they're doing virtual learning and they're
You can
still
work it
able-
out. I mean,
Oh,
we
yeah.
did it. My parents were here, and we did classes in the morning, and then they have a break where they do work, and we just jammed it all in the morning, and then we
Yeah.
went to Parrot Mountain for 3 or 4 hours, and then we come back, and she finishes the rest of her school day. So
Well, you know,
it is
it's a
it is
cool
easy
way.
to do. It is kind of cool.
And,
yeah.
and you know, I'm sure when you're at Parrot Mountain, she's learning a lot about
Yes,
science.
tons of
She's
stuff,
learning
yeah.
about animals. So
Yeah.
you know, it's a little field trip in,
Yeah.
in the middle
No,
of
it's-
everything.
Yeah, it is
So-
actually. I mean, Parrot Mountain was a great educational experience, really.
Yeah.
So that was super nice. Yeah, that's good. What else we got going on here? The Rocky Top Wine Trail, the Hollow Wine.
Yes,
That
oh, I
sounds
love
fun.
that. So every year, Rocky Top Wine Trail
Mm-hmm.
offers basically adult trick or treating.
Yeah.
So they have got their Halloween wine trail, which they're calling the Halloween.
Yeah,
Wine
I thought
Trail.
that was a great name, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
that's
sometimes
nice.
you know you also see it's the chocolate wine trail, but
Yeah.
you go to several of the wineries on the
Yeah.
Rocky Top Wine Trail, and this year it falls on Halloween.
Yeah, that's
which
awesome.
is really, really neat.
I can only imagine everybody getting all dressed up, going drinking
Oh,
wine. That'd be a lot of fun.
Well, and they pair it with chocolates
Yeah.
too. So I mean, you're getting your sweets, you're
Yeah.
getting your wine, you're getting a Halloween experience. So it's a really neat thing.
Yeah,
It's
that does
something really
sound
cool
fun.
you can sign up for. So-
Wine tours have become a big thing here. In fact, wineries are really big. We were in
Yeah.
Gatlinburg walking around. There's a lot of new wineries down there also.
Yeah. Well, and you know the thing is, a lot of what they're producing, it's award-winning wines.
Yeah.
It's a very different flavor, I think, for a lot of people
Mm-hmm.
who just like, oh, I only like what they make in California, or they, you
Yeah.
know, whatever these fancy,
Yep.
wine areas. When you come here and you get these wines, they are so indicative of the flavors of the area, and it's just
Yeah.
a totally different experience.
I would
and
have never
people
thought that.
love it.
15 years ago,
love
I would have
it.
never thought that we would be like a wine area.
Yeah.
But we have totally become
Oh,
a
yeah.
wine area. And moonshine.
Yeah, lots and
I'm not
lots
sure
of
I saw that coming
moonshine,
either.
Lots of moonshine.
Lots
and
of moonshine.
Lots of distilled spirits. You
Yeah.
know, a lot of our distilleries, when everything kind of
Mm-hmm.
first started with Old Smoky, it was like all moonshine, and now we've got so many more distilleries.
Yeah, it's
and,
crazy.
And they're not just producing moonshines. You know,
Yeah.
they're producing bourbons, ryes. We've got at Severe Distilling Company. They've got something called Tequila that they do.
Mm-hmm. Oh, really?
Yeah, they do a tequila style wine. They are a tequila style spirit, but they also have one that I think is the coolest thing. It's called and
Yeah.
it's a pure honey spirit. So it's just distilled from honey. There's nothing else in it.
Really?
Yeah, and that is a really, really awesome.
Is that good for allergies?
You could say you were taking it for medicinal purposes only. But that's a fantastic one. And they also offer a VIP mixology tour. So
Oh, really?
you can go take
You
a
can go
tour.
learn how to make it?
Take a tour of the distillery.
There's some skills right there.
And then they'll take you through several different cocktails, and it's a really, really fun
that's
experience.
fun.
I actually got to do that a few weeks ago.
Yeah, that is
Since
nice.
the last time I saw you till now.
Yeah,
It was
see, we
neat.
have done some
Yeah.
fun stuff here. Yeah. Well, let's go do a quick commercial break,
Okay.
and then we'll come back and we'll discuss some more stuff in the Smokies.
Sounds good.
Back to Mountain Fun Life. I'm here with Amanda Marr from Sevierville Chamber of Commerce. Well, there it was, the Silky Mountain commercial.
I love it.
I love, you know, we didn't talk, there's a few things there that are very unique to other water parks. So they had the lazy river, and they say, I love the commercial, they say rivers were made to be lazy. And actually that thing is full on.
Yeah, it is.
That was a full on ride.
It is intense. We actually, that's one of our favorite things there.
Yeah.
And we particularly like it when the river is raging, which, you know, is only certain hours during the day, but it is so much fun when that big wave hits and goes all the way around through
really
there.
good.
It's awesome.
Yeah, I've really never seen a lazy river do it like that.
Yeah.
No, you definitely don't want to have little kids in there when that's happening.
No.
Yeah, and then the wave pool, they have the giant waves at the wave pool also. Every like 1 o'clock and 5 o'clock, they do that massive wave. Like,
Yeah.
it's mud.
It's really cool. That is seriously, now my kids are not big on slides or anything like that, but the big wave in the wave pool, and when the river is not so lazy, those are like our favorite places.
Yeah, it
to
was
go.
tons of fun.
So.
Yeah, that's good. Well, let's get back to some stuff happening in town here. So we were just chatting about how busy everything seems to be. You know, it looks like we're going to have a really good season.
I think so. You know, there's just so many activities that are still going on, and the attractions are you know, operating full pace. A lot of fun things for people to see and do. And I do want to say that I have been so proud and appreciative of how our businesses have handled managing the Tennessee Pledge and making sure that they're following all the guidelines and everything, and I think that has been phenomenal.
If you look at
and
our numbers
big key to
here, I mean, our
success.
numbers are going down and down and down, and we're bringing people from every single state around us. So there's something going on there. At least we're doing something right. You know,
It's
somebody's
going
doing something
well,
right out
so
there.
there's, you know, there's so many things to see and do here. We've got some great events coming up. I know you had mentioned
I got the corn maze written here.
The corn maze.
Yeah, that's from September 27th to October 31st.
Yeah, so that's at Kiker Farms, which is a Tennessee century farm. There's been like 9 generations of this family that's operated that farm, and in the last few years they have started operating a corn maze.
Yeah,
there
we
during
didn't
the
go. We have not
season.
gone. I think we're going to go this year though.
Oh, it is so neat. You know, not only do they have the corn maze and the family-friendly activities that you can do in the daytime, but then in the evenings, starting in October, like on weekends, they have got a thing called zombie blasters. And it is so neat. You ride on a hayride, and they give you a paintball gun.
Oh, really?
And you've got like 100 rounds in this paintball gun, and so like you're going through the corn maze, and these zombies are coming out after you,
that's
and
awesome.
you get to shoot them with a paintball gun. So
What a
so
good
neat.
idea! Whoever thought of that?
So neat,
That's
so
awesome.
much fun, and they are doing that again this year.
Yeah.
So you know, if you've got older kids, or you're kind of looking for just
Yeah,
some
that's
Halloween fun
perfect
and
for like a
frights.
10 or 11 or 12-year-old.
Yeah,
Like,
awesome
shooting
activity.
zombies
Yeah.
in real life. I can't get it. I think I'd like to go do that. To be honest
It's
with you,
frightfully fun. So
I'd like to go
definitely
shoot
check
some
that
zombies.
out.
Yeah, the real Walking Dead.
That's right. That's right. In the corn maze in Sevierville
Yeah.
at Kiker Farms.
Yeah, that's good. And then we have the ever popular Luminites here at Dollywood,
Yes.
which is huge.
Pumpkin Luminite. So that starts at the end of September and runs throughout the month of October.
Yeah.
And if you have you gone to
Yes.
see that? Okay.
Yeah.
So just huge.
It's amazing.
Pumpkins carved
Yeah.
everywhere, and it's so beautiful and so just perfectly family-friendly Halloween.
Yeah, it is.
It's one of my favorite
And there's a lot of
things.
space there too, so when you're walking through there, you are going to be able to be pretty much socially distanced too.
Yeah,
So it does
yeah.
work out nice
It's
there.
a-
It's a beautiful event. Like,
It's a
and you really
great
want to go about 7 o'clock, isn't that what they say? I think it's 6 or 7.
Yeah, you want to make sure that you're going to be there when it's,
Yep.
you know, when
All
the
lit up.
sun's setting, and so you know if you don't think that you're going to be able to do the full day,
Yeah.
you probably don't want to get there right when they
Yeah.
open. You might want to pick, you know, the afternoon to show up.
Yeah, we would go just for that in the evenings.
Yeah, enjoy the
So,
sunset.
Yeah, it's fun. It's great fun.
Yeah.
Dollywood's always great. You know.
I love Dollywood.
Yeah.
We are so.
I'm looking forward to next year them getting able to operate all full capacity, maybe all their shows. Because I feel bad for all the performers. You know, there's a lot of talent here that was kind of sidelined.
Yeah.
You know, this year, which stinks.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it really does.
Yeah, it makes, and actually Dollywood is, you know, a lot of people go there for the shows.
Yeah.
You know, there's
Well, you know,
a lot of older generation that loves those shows.
Well,
yeah.
and that's the thing that's so cool about Dollywood is, you know, whatever you want to do. If you're a thrill ride person,
Yep.
plenty of thrill rides. If you got kids and they need little kid rides, plenty
Yeah.
of that.
And they've,
You like
they've
shows?
added recently some great kid additions there. Like, I forget what they just called the most recent one, but all kinds of great
Wildwood
activities.
Grove.
Wildwood Grove, that's it. Yeah.
Yeah, and that's an awesome area too. And they've got a indoor climbing structure in Wildwood Grove
really?
too. That is so neat because it's air conditioned, so it's nice. You know, like if it's really hot out, or the kids are
Come
just
summertime.
tired of you're tired of the kids dragging you around or something. You can go in there and you can sit down for a minute and let them play, and it's a really, really neat indoor play structure. So
that's good.
a lot of things to do there.
Yeah. Well, what do you think we should be doing in the future here? As what would you suggest is what would be your next activity if someone was coming here to town?
The
What would you
next
think?
activity that I would recommend for someone coming to town.
Luminite is probably a good one that we have. The Fall Festival. Where's Valley's got some great fall festivals coming up.
Yes, they do. The Where's Valley Fall Festival.
That's always really
is
good.
on
We go to that
the
one
way.
every year.
Yep.
Yeah.
That one's a pretty big
Yeah, it's a big deal. A lot of boutiques.
Yeah.
There's a lot of stuff there as
Yeah.
far as a variety of things. Live music, food.
Well, you know what I would recommend? Now, if somebody was coming here and they wanted to do some fall Halloween type things, and maybe something that they wouldn't necessarily think
Yep.
of, and you want to work it into your day and kind of go check out something cool and different, I'm going to recommend a restaurant,
Okay.
Monster Mash Burgers.
Ah.
So not only is it like a classic horror movie themed place,
Yep.
but they've got this burger. It's called the Frankenstein. And this thing weighs 15 pounds, I think
I've
it is,
seen
14
that.
or
I've
15
seen that on
pounds.
Facebook, yeah.
So if let's say you and I go, and we're going to do the Frankenstein challenge. If we can finish that burger in an hour, it's free.
Two of us?
The two of us. Yeah, you got to finish it
Yeah.
in an hour. Now, if you don't finish it, it's still only between $50 and $60.
Yeah.
So it's really cool because if you're going with a group, you've got your family there, it feeds 4 to 6 easily.
Oh, really?
What a picture. I mean, for your social media or whatever, be like, look at the burger we got today.
Yeah.
It's
I don't even know how you
massive.
cook a big burger like that.
It takes a while.
It must.
Yeah, so you got to order ahead or
Yeah.
be willing to just hang out for a minute. But I would recommend that for a little fun side
Yeah, that is
Halloween
different, especially
activity.
Halloween activity in October. It'd be great to go
in
there.
there.
Yeah.
You got the Frankenstein
The
stuff
Monster
and
Mash, yeah.
all the classic monster stuff. So I think that one's pretty neat. I might recommend that. And also Tennessee Museum of Aviation.
Oh, really? I've never been there either.
Yeah, you should go check that
Yeah?
out. It's Tennessee's official repository and archive for aviation history.
Oh,
and
wow.
it's on the runway at the airport in Sevierville. So they do impromptu flights with the
Oh.
classic warbirds that are airworthy.
I see, and that's one thing that's pretty nice to live here, is we have airplanes and helicopters all over the place. So if you really want to go get an aerial view of the Smoky Mountains, there's an option there for
Yeah.
sure. They fly over the park all the time.
Yeah.
We wave to them, yeah.
You ever done the biplane flight?
No, I haven't, but he comes by our park all the time. Yeah.
That's a really cool thing. If you're into aviation history, it is an authentic 1927 Waco biplane.
Yeah.
Mark Hightower is the owner of the company.
It's
and he's the
yellow, isn't
pilot.
it? Isn't it
No,
yellow?
it's blue.
Oh, it's blue?
It's blue with I think it says yellow biplane flights
Okay,
or
that's
something on
it.
the bottom. But anyway, he fully restored the thing, and he's a great craftsman. Just a really interesting guy too, and he's the pilot. And you can take a flight in this plane with all this history, and he'll talk about the history of the plane and how it's really important to him to continue preserving that and keeping it going. So that one's a really cool one, but you want to get that in before it gets really cold because it is open cockpit.
Yeah, that would be chilly.
It'll be a little chilly.
Yeah.
But he flies all the way through the fall season.
Yeah,
so
that's great.
That's a really fun thing.
Yeah, we see them all the time, so that definitely be a great
Yeah.
activity. Definitely, if you want to see the leaves. And really, to see the leaves from up above would be amazing.
Oh yeah.
You know.
It's so beautiful here anyway, and
Yeah.
that's a totally different perspective.
Yeah, well, there we go. I think that's probably a pretty good summary of what you can do coming up as events.
Yeah. Plenty of things.
Yeah. So next week we'll be back. We'll tell you some new stuff. I forget who's here, but I'll fill you in with that next week. Thank you, Amanda, for filling in. It was
Thank
great
you.
having you. We'll have Amanda back more often. I like having you here. So we learned tons of stuff about Sevierville.
Plenty of things to see and do.
Plenty of things to see and do. Do you guys help other people plan events? So can people contact Sevierville Chamber of Commerce, and you guys do bookings for hotels and
We
all that stuff?
everything's on our website.
Yep.
So if people go there, they can look and see all of our chamber members that have lodging properties. And click straight through their
Yep,
websites.
it's nice.
And
It's great to be able to see
yeah,
what you're getting into.
be able
Yeah.
to book there.
Great.
But we do have an e-newsletter that
Yeah.
goes out once a month, and we've got some great deals in there. So
There you go.
people who are looking to find out the special things that are happening, you can just sign up for our e-newsletter, which is called The Great Escape, and you can do that on
Oh,
visitsevierville.com
Great Escape.
too.
There you go.
Yeah.
Sign up and get some deals. Well, thanks for joining us here on Mountain Fun Life. For Chris Roberts and Amanda Marr, we will see you guys next week.